Hello, children. Welcome back. Today we are here with a very new chapter. The name of the chapter is Fun with MS Paint. Now, many of us we like to make drawings. Some of us like to make the drawings of cars. Some of us may like to make the drawing of nature, trees, and many other things. So, in computer, we are having one application which enables us to make the drawings of our choice. That application is MS Paint. Now, how we are going to open the Paint program in the computer? The steps are very much familiar. As we have discussed about Notepad and calculator, some steps are common. First of all, what we need to do? We need to click on the Start button. After clicking on the Start button, next thing what we will do, we will click on the All Programs. After that All Programs, if you can remember, we need to click on Accessories, and in the Accessories program, finally we will click on MS Paint. And when we do so, the following screen will appear in front of us. In this screen, you can see at the top, that is the topmost column, it is known as title bar. In this you can find three buttons. Now what are these three buttons? The title bar has three buttons of minimum, maximum and close. And below that you can find various buttons. There is a button for brush, there are buttons for drawing different structures, for rectangle, triangle, and then there is box which contains colors. So we have different areas over there. And the white portion you can see, that is the drawing area where we are going to draw our favorite picture. Now, one by one, we will understand the importance and the functioning of the various tools. We'll start with the rounded rectangle tool. Now, what is rounded rectangle tool? Now, rounded rectangle tool, how are we going to come in this? First of all, we'll click on the Home tab. As you can see, the Home tab, it is present in the top. Then after clicking on the Home tab, after that we are going to click on the rounded rectangle button. Shape is being given there. Then we will click on the size. Now what is the meaning of the size box? The size box indicate that which size of rounded rectangle we need. Whether we need it of smaller size or thinner lines or with thick lines. Then we will select the width again. Then we will drag the mouse in the painting area to make the rectangle. In this way we can make the rounded rectangle. Next here is polygon tool. Now what do you mean by polygon tool? A polygon refers to a diagram which is made up of straight lines. As you can see, one straight line is being made over there. So the structure which is made with the help of lines is known as a polygon. Okay, so first of all, how are we going to come on this tool? Again, we have to click on the Home tab. Then we will click on the polygon shape, whichever shape we want. And then again we will click on the width of the line, that whether we need it thick or thin. Then we will press the left button and we will drag the mouse. And then we will release the mouse to make a line. So the following type of line will appear on the screen. Now you can click anywhere on the drawing area. So what will happen after that? What will happen? A line will appear. So first of all we have drawn a line. Now we will again do the same. We will bring another line. So you have to repeat it again and again till then you make a final shape. Repeat the step 7 again and again, and then you will click on the starting point of the shape. So you will find the structure or a polygon in front of you. Next one we have is a curve tool. Now just before curve tool we have discussed polygon. Polygon was made up of lines. So curved shape refers to something which is not of straight shape. Okay, now what we have to do here? We'll click on the Home tab. Then we will click on the curve shape. Then after that we will again click on the size box and we will select the thickness. And then we will drag the mouse to make a line. Now we'll click on the line and drag it to make a curve. So first of all, what we are going to do, we are just going to make a line. And after making a line, we'll drag that line and then we'll convert it into the curve which is being shown here in the diagram. So in this way, we can make polygon, we can make curves. Next here is text tool. Suppose you are making a drawing. You have made a drawing of a tree. Okay, now you want to write tree just above the diagram. So what you need? You need some alphabets for the same. So that is being provided with the help of text tool. Now text tool, how are we going to use that tool? First of all, we'll just click on the home tab again. Then we will click on the text tool. So after clicking on the text tool, the following kind of shape will appear in front of us. Okay, now in this area, what we have to do, this particular area is known as the text box. Okay, and there will be cursor blinking in it. So what you have to do next, you have to type your text. Suppose you want to type tree, you will type and then you will leave it like that. So now we are done drawing, and now we have written about that drawing also. Next step is to save that file. Suppose you have made a drawing, okay, and now you want to show the same drawing in evening. If your friend comes by, so you are waiting, you want that to show that drawing to your friend. So what you will need to do? You can't keep the computer open for 5 to 6 hours. Instead, what you will do, you will save that document in the computer, and then after, when your friend arrive, you will show you will show your drawing to him. So for saving the image, what are the steps we do? While drawing the image, what we have to do, we have to save it side by side for future use. Now how to save it? First of all, what you will do, you will click on the file button. Okay, now after clicking on the file button, a file menu will appear in front of us. In that, you will find a save button. Then after that, you will click on save as dialog box. Then after the save as dialog box will appear, you are going to write the file name. Suppose you have drawn the tree, so write down the name of tree over there, so it becomes easy for you to identify it later on. After that, you will click on save to your image. So in this way, what will happen? Your image will be saved. Now it's evening. Your friend has arrived. Now you want to show that image to your friend. What are you going to do? You have to open that image now, which you have saved in the afternoon. So for that, what you need to do, you can open a saved image anytime to review it, to edit it. So what are the steps again? Let us check it out. First of all, click on the file button. The menu will appear, and for saving, we have clicked on save button. Now we have to open. So what we will click on? We'll click on the open button. Okay, then open dialog box will appear. In that, you will find different names. Okay, then my image or tree you must have written. So you'll click on that particular area and it will appear in front of you. So children, now you can see it's very easy to do work in Paint, to save it and to open it again. There are some shortcut keys associated with it. Ctrl plus S, if you click on these two buttons, then you can save the image. These are the shortcut keys, okay? And for opening, it is Ctrl plus O. That's all for the day, children. Thank you so much. Have a very good day ahead.